Hello, Miss Tina. As usual, you constantly give me something I want to chime in on and talk about. And I really feel a lot of that has to do with you keep it real. You keep it real. That's why I'm drawn to you and I keep coming back to you. I am chiming in this time on your video you have titled Natural Beauty 2, Natural Beauty Part 2. And in there you mentioned, some of the drama you run into in this game, this YouTube game. Um, I come to this whole thing as a techie. I was a techie first. And so in some ways I see things differently and totally from a tech perspective. When I first met you and started watching your videos, there was one you did on the Red Riding Hood, and I mentioned, you had a troll on there, and I ended up running into a problem with that same troll. Didn't know that was gonna happen, just that was completely coincidence. Never thought, I was gonna run into that person again, because I'm assuming like a lot of people do. This is a big old internet, and you don't think you're going to bump into people, but people come into your life for a reason. When I was getting my drama from my other situations that I explained in my YouTube story, if you want to check that out, I do tell some of my YouTube story. Anybody that's watching this video, you can check that out. I agree with you totally 100%. It's something about women. I guess because we're wired up as emotional creatures, but 90% of the time, drama jumps off from another woman. I want to say that other word, witch. It be a woman. The twerk site that I was on, it was a woman. One of the fellow twerkers, we were sitting on the phone talking about, who is that's one star in the videos. And we was just like, thinking the average guy, just think about a guy sitting up in Afghanistan. He lucky enough to have a computer. He away from his loved ones and can't be with his girlfriend or wife or anything. So he was glad. This person is going to be glad they came across this video. And so we thinking, okay, he going to have one hand busy already. That's the real. And then the other one, do you think he's going to reach up and, thumbs up or thumbs down or star something? And we was just cracking up on that. We knew it had to be another female. Only females tend to operate like that, like busybodies and want to do the drama thing. And I don't get it either. I really don't. People need to be happy for other people's success. I love the haters that come on and say I'm not a hater. But anyway you use the term hater, when you look up in the Urban Dictionary, it says somebody who can't be happy for someone else's success. And then if you look it up in a regular dictionary, it says a strong dislike. So that tripped me out all the time when a hater come on and say, oh, we're not a hater, because they, got the superior attitude when they come on there in the first place. Oh, we not jealous of you. Ain't nothing you got we need to be jealous of. And it's true. It ain't nothing you got that anybody need to be jealous of. If you are not a hater, then you will be happy for that person's success. I'm happy for you, Tina. I be wishing I could get some packages like yours, but I'm not hating on you because you getting them. I'm happy to see them. I lived through you. It's a lot of people that's like me doing the same thing. I'm a total tech. When I tell you this, I mean that to the core. I wouldn't be true to myself if I came on here trying to be funny and all this and that. I'm a tech. So I look at my analytics. I look at numbers. I study numbers because numbers don't lie, you know. Numbers tell stories that other people won't tell. And on my videos are being watched. All of them. This was the shocker because I just started doing these talking head videos. And mostly because of you, Miss Tina. So don't ever stop doing what you're doing. I love it. You know, you're inspiring a lot of people to do something and step outside their box that they wouldn't otherwise. But back to the tech part. Women are watching my videos by 72%. And the more I sent my videos out to men, and I'm assuming that I had a male audience, and in my niche or genre, I'm sending it to others who have shown, you know, they have an interest in that same thing. That number did not dissipate. I thought, you know, when I kept sending it out to a certain gender, that the statistics would change. No, 72% are women. And yeah, those of you, you know, who have been watching my videos and following me, yeah, I'll be on here twerking. Or so I think. Some people say, hey, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do it. But, oh, well, that's you. I'm not in competition with nobody. Just doing my thing, trying to have fun. But, you know, I was shocked. I'm not doing hair, beauty, makeup, none of that stuff. And I'm only just exploring the tech part. It seems kind of out, you know, out the ballpark and, you know, abstract coming from another angle for me to even be doing that. But, you know, it's part of me, which is why I wanted to bring that to the table. Anytime you got haters coming on your channel within the first 24 hours, this would upset me about some of your commenters. That means they're a subscriber. From a tech point of view, there is nobody else that gets your videos instantly but your subscribers, not your friends, not your grandma. Matter of fact, the subscribers get it before you get to look at it yourself. I watched that happen so many times. I had a couple of videos I uploaded, and I'll be trying to tweak them and use the video editor that comes with YouTube because it takes so long to edit a video on my program. And then you have to wait for the process for them to convert, and then the process to upload to YouTube. It just gets to be too much. So I've been just, you know, uploading them directly to YouTube and do the editing on YouTube. I mean, you know, before I could even look at my own video, the subscribers got a message already saying I got a video up. So that is nothing but a subscriber. Why are you subscribing to somebody you don't like? That's what kills me. There's something psychologically wrong with a person who subscribe and they sit there and their only purpose is to come on there and hate on you. I mean, don't get it. What's up with that? Don't get it. Something is wrong with an individual that's doing that one. And like I said, I keep coming to this thing as a tech. Stone cold techie. I watch the numbers, I look at statistics, I look at the whys, how, when, where. And believe me, I ain't the only one looking. Google looking too. Google looking too. They look at the numbers. They don't know you personally. You think anybody from YouTube or Google is sitting up there watching Miss Tina's or anybody else's individual videos when it's 24 hours of videos loaded up every minute? No, they're not. They're looking at numbers. They're looking at the stats. They're looking at who is coming to your channel checking you out. And those numbers is the ones, I'm sure, is what they determine who gets invited into the monetization program. So, yeah, I'm chiming in on the fact that it does become work. I fell out with my own family. Because I'm on Facebook, I'm preaching this, be private, don't have your personal information out, you know, don't do this and don't do that in the status line. I had one niece who got on there talking about some other chick was a, you know, tramp and slut or whatever. Then she gets on the next day, oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk. You know, two things could have happened. I you know, I tried to come to her as an auntie. You know, two things could have happened. That girl could have, you know, had suffer some consequence from you saying that stuff in your status line, and it affects her. Like maybe y'all both work at the same job, and it goes back to the job, and then she ends up getting a write up or you know fired or whatever for something you said on Facebook in the status line. Then you coming back apologizing. What if that girl come back and sue you? That's how this YouTube stuff and Facebook and all that is different. It's different than when you in person. People would not say or do half the stuff they say or do if they was in your face, front to front. So the cowards get to hide behind technology and talk all kinds of mess that they wouldn't otherwise in any other situation. And then me, personally, I feel my channel grew the way that it did is because I'm personable. And so when I started getting friends and subscribers, I was like, wow, gee, I'm glad you like my video. And I would go and individually thank everyone. I didn't know that was also helping my channel multiply. Because I'm going in, I'm commenting, and I'm sending a message to each and every individual. I do it because I type 70 words a minute. It wasn't a big deal at first. But when it started coming in, pouring in, wow. You know, and as a disabled person, you know, it's very fatiguing for me to do that, even though I, you know, type 70 words a minute. And so I, you know, employed some automation tools in order to do it, but you get spammed. That's why I was asking you, how was you able to put that same comment in more than one person video? But the only thing that I've seen that it was is that, you know, you were answering them. There was space and time between each time you used that same comment. Otherwise, if you say thanks for subscribing 2 times in a row, automatically your comment gets spammed. And that was driving me crazy. It's work in this YouTube thing. It's work involved. My family was looking down on me, you know, because of my YouTube activities. And, you know, then I tried to be safe and private over there on Facebook, and it's the deadest page I got open. Because half my family don't even come online. But they got plenty to tell me on the phone about this and that and the other, but won't be on Facebook. Don't get on there. So why I want to go to Facebook, nobody saying nothing that I'm, you know, interested in or got in common. You know, it's dead. So, yeah, I kept coming back to YouTube. And because it's more fun. I was meeting people that had my same interests and common goals and interests. So, yeah, I came here as a tech person and to have fun. But the fun turned into work as you get popular. It's work. So I'm saying to all of you out there that watch anybody's videos, these people have taken time to upload a video. That's time consuming in and of itself. I don't care what camera you got. I don't care what internet service provider you got. When people take the time to upload video, the least you could do, if you like the video, is say that. You like the video. Click like. You haters, get you a life. Get something else to do with your time besides hate. Because what you don't realize is when you sit up and you put a negative comment in there, it works the same as if it's a positive comment. You are forever linked to that video. I'll give you an example. I had this BBW. She put up a video, a vlog about BBWs. She was putting down all the ones that's, you know, doing sexy things on YouTube, and she was associating BBW with basically something disgusting. And so I came in and gave my opinion and said, you know, and then she opened it up for opinion. She put up the video as a vlog. And I put my opinion in. I said, everybody don't like skinny. Some of us, you know, that's our personal preference. And it is what it is. You know, 'cause she was on there, Miss Pretty. She's so pretty. She's a BBW. Look, I don't have to do that. I don't have to, shake my butt. I do the makeup. I'm Miss Pretty, and I got my hair. And look, I got thousands of subscribers. Good for her. That's what I was saying. But don't put down nobody else, you know. And Miss Pretty came over to my page, made a stank comment, who would ever want anything like that, no respectable man, blah, 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 blah. And then blocked me. She didn't want me to respond. But then I looked at my video. When I click on it, I see there's her video floating right alongside mine. So even though she commented and blocked, I couldn't come back and say nothing back to her. There, her video is floating forever associated and connected to mine. So really on YouTube, it really just don't pay. If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. I get a lot of rappers that sent me rap stuff. I can't stand rap. But, I don't want to discourage them and they grind, whatever they doing, because just because I don't like it don't mean, I don't have subscribers or friends that do, So me knowing the power and impact of a comment, instead of me saying anything good or bad, say that's garbage, don't send me that garbage no more, I don't do that because I know how hard it is to get views. Everybody do not automatically get views. You can see plenty of videos on here, been up months, got 10, 12, handful of views. Everybody don't automatically get views. So I'll go over there and put a comment. I put a little heart sign. That's neutral. That's not saying, ooh, I can't stand it. That's garbage. But I know if I put the little heart sign, it helps them get views. That's better than being negative, And if you really don't want to be associated with negativity, then you should not comment or associate your video or your channel with anybody that you don't want to be associated with. Because the computer don't know the personality. They don't go and analyze what Miss Tina said over here and what Natural Beauty said over there and what Miss So-and-so said over here. It doesn't. It's a computer. That's all YouTube is. Essentially, it's a website. And the computers only deal with ones and zeros. So you drop down on a video, boom, the computer automatically associated with it. Must be something you liked. It's just automatic. It don't know if you put a dislike on there or it's negative. It doesn't care. It just automatically going to associate you with it. So a few tips I'm going to add, because in every video I think I'm going to make a point of adding some netiquettes. The first one I already said in my YouTube story. Don't go talking tish on other people's page you don't know, especially you don't know them. You don't know what people standing on. The other one is if you ain't got nothing good to say, that's netiquette. My nana is number 2. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Best way to show no love for somebody you can't stand, you hate, is to do just that. Show no love. So, Miss Tina, this is my video response to your Natural Beauty Part 2. And I'm going to say again, love me some Miss Tina. Keep on keeping it real. It is people who going to like or dislike you no matter what you do. No matter what you do. So keep on keeping it real. Because there are some people who recognize real. The fake can't handle it. The real recognize it. I stand on that, ride and die. The many people that you touch, you just don't know. Everything happened for a reason. You are a life changer. And as you said in one of your videos, you a factor. You are a factor, and some people are going to hate on that. I'm so sensitive. You keep saying grow a thick skin. I can't, because that's the way I'm wired up. I mean, I got a thicker skin now being older because I ain't going to let no bully run over me. So if you getting that kind of problem, Miss Tina, trust and believe there are tools to get rid of them. At Commando 713, his privilege has been cut off to comment on anybody. Oh, you should have seen the comment he left after that. He really mad now because he can't comment on anybody's page. So YouTube, they do have tools. If you use them, they have some effectiveness, not all, because that idiot could still open up another account, a whole other name, and still cause a whole lot of trouble. But for the most part, the trouble and the drama, I agree with you 100%, be coming from women. Real talk, women. Women stay stirred up in some drama on some emotional tip. So if somebody giving you drama, Tina, yes, report them. You can check out my cyberbullying video. I got a link that goes straight to it, so you don't have to read through. You don't even have to watch the video. The link is right there in the description. You got an individual that's coming at you crazy, because you do become a public figure and the crazies do come out. That's my other advice to you. Make use of that tool. So, and all you regular YouTubers out there, you know, it's so many YouTubers that's on here that's watching videos. They don't have videos. They just watching. You know, I was a YouTuber since '06. That's all I ever did is watch. I had a blank profile picture, would not put a picture up there. So snobbish and prudish about pictures and privacy that I would not dare. But I see a lot of people being more and more open. That's just not safe, people. Don't put nothing personal. Your real name. It's at the point now, even with my bills and stuff, I'm not even putting my whole name out. I'm just putting initials. I don't put my telephone number anymore because it's just buck wild and crazy on here when it comes to technology and all these people trying to track and follow your activities online for the purpose of gaining sales through advertisement. Is gonna start crazy, and without rules and regulation and laws, it's just gonna get crazier. So be guarded with your personal information. That's Netiquette number 3. You still got to do that. So don't open an account with your real name. Don't put your real name on display. Google had the nerve to say that violate their terms of policy. I don't want to be bothered with no company that's going to display my real name. That's the biggest problem I have with Facebook, my real name on there. Only reason why I keep it up there because I have found long lost friends and family that way because they knew my real name. But Facebook violates your privacy so bad. They got cookies that install into your computer and track your activities even when you leave Facebook. All those games y'all play, you know, Mafia Wars, all that, you give them permission to do it. When you play that game, it says you allow people just click and say yes just so they can play the game and don't know those cookies are floating on their computer tracking your every move. So they'll know what kind of advertising to put on your page, the likes, all that, Google +1, all that is being tracked. So take it from a techie. Trust and believe your privacy is being violated on a constant basis. And why? Because there aren't any laws against it. It's an open game out here on YouTube or any other web page. It's open, public to the world. So if you don't want your private stuff being put out there, don't put it out there. That's the only way for it not to be out there. So that's my 2 cents. And that's all I got to say on that topic right now. Peace.